In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on February 26, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Brooklyn Nets versus Memphis Grizzlies. On the upcoming Monday night, the Brooklyn Nets are set to embark on a road game against the Memphis Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. This follows the Nets' recent defeat to the Minnesota Timberwolves, while the Grizzlies experienced a loss against the Los Angeles Clippers. In their previous encounter with the Timberwolves on Saturday night, the Brooklyn Nets struggled to breach the 90-point threshold, concluding the game with a 101-86 loss and bringing their overall record to 21-35. Notably, this defeat marked the second consecutive loss for the Nets under interim head coach Kevin Ollie, who assumed the position after Jacque Vaughn's dismissal during the All-Star break. Cam Thomas led the scoring for Brooklyn with 18 points, while Mikal Bridges, averaging 22 points per game, contributed 15 points. Both teams faced shooting challenges, with Minnesota registering 43% overall and 31.6% from beyond the arc, and Brooklyn managing 34%. And a mere 6 of 35 from three-point range. The game witnessed a late altercation, resulting in 4 offsetting technical fouls. Ben Simmons exited the game in the third quarter due to a leg injury, adding to the Nets' challenges. Coach Ollie stated that Simmons would undergo further testing, and despite the setback, the team looks ahead to their matchup against the depleted Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies, in their recent game against the formidable Los Angeles Clippers, displayed resilience at home but ultimately succumbed to a 101-95 defeat, scoring only 36 points in the second half. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the Grizzlies with 29 points, supported by contributions from G.G. Jackson, Zaire Williams, and Vince Williams. The game remained closely contested through 3 quarters, featuring 11 lead changes and 8 ties. However, the Clippers pulled away in the middle of the fourth quarter. Despite the loss, Memphis showcased determination, pushing the Clippers, who maintained their position in third place in the Western Conference. Turnovers and offensive rebounds proved detrimental to the Grizzlies' chances. As they gear up to face the Brooklyn Nets, the Grizzlies aim to overcome their recent challenges and capitalize on their opponents' weaknesses. Brooklyn, currently in need of a positive shooting regression after a subpar performance with a 33.7% shooting accuracy on Saturday, seeks a turnaround in their offensive output. Having been held under 100 points in 3 consecutive games, the Nets anticipate a better showing against Memphis on Monday. The Grizzlies, having won 2 of their last 3 games and covering against the Clippers on Saturday, share a similar offensive struggle with Brooklyn in their recent outing, scoring 95 points on 41.8% shooting, including a meager 22.9% from three-point range. Despite expectations of a low-scoring matchup, confidence is higher in the Nets' offense. Interim head coach Kevin Ollie is expected to lead Brooklyn to a bounce-back victory, with sharpshooters Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges poised to exploit Memphis' vulnerability from beyond the arc, ranking 23rd in opponent three-point percentage. The Memphis Grizzlies, despite their competitiveness, often find themselves on the wrong side of outcomes and currently field a roster primarily comprised of G-League and two-way players. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets still harbor hopes of making it to the play-in tournament, emphasizing the importance of capitalizing on games like these. While favoring the Brooklyn Nets in a favorite role may seem less than ideal, their advantage lies in having genuine NBA players on the court. Thus, the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have been severely affected by injuries, resulting in inconsistent offensive performances, particularly in recent times. The upcoming game is anticipated to be a defensive struggle, with neither team likely to reach the 110-point mark. Memphis, ranking 6th in defensive rating, possesses a solid defense that may challenge Brooklyn. Despite Memphis's weakness on the perimeter, the Nets, who struggled from beyond the arc against Minnesota, might face difficulties in finding offensive breakthroughs. These teams exhibit a slightly slower pace than average, ranking 20th and 30th in offensive rating, further supporting expectations of a hard-fought, low-scoring contest. The absence of key players, such as Ja Morant and Desmond Bane for the majority of the season, has impacted the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane, sidelined since suffering a grade 3 left ankle sprain on January 12, is unlikely to return this season, having missed over 2 months of action. Considering the Grizzlies' position at 20-37 and not contending for the playoffs, they are unlikely to take any risks with Bane's recovery. In contrast, the Brooklyn Nets, coming off an 86-point performance in their last game, appear disjointed on the court. The total has trended under in 7 of their last 8 games. Both teams, dealing with offensive challenges and slowed down pace, are expected to contribute to a game where the total score remains below the set threshold. With several players sidelined, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat vs. Sacramento Kings. In a highly anticipated clash between two playoff contenders, the Miami Heat embark on a journey to Sacramento to face off against the Kings in a crucial cross-conference matchup. Both teams currently find themselves in comfortable playoff positions, with Miami securing the 8th spot in the Eastern Conference with a 31-25 record, and Sacramento holding the 7th position in the Western Conference with a 32-23 record. The potential ramifications of this encounter are significant, as the outcome could heavily influence their postseason seeding. Despite their recent closely contested matchups, factors such as injuries and recent form add an intriguing layer to this game at the Golden One Center, promising yet another thrilling chapter in their burgeoning rivalry. The Miami Heat enter this game in excellent form, having triumphed in 7 of their last 9 games. Their quest for a 4th consecutive victory gains momentum following a commanding 106-95 road win against the Pelicans. Bam Adebayo spearheaded the charge with 24 points on 1 of 1-8 shooting, complemented by Jimmy Butler's 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Duncan Robinson contributed 17 points off the bench. The Heat collectively shot 46% from the field and displayed prowess from beyond the arc, making 13 of 29 attempts. However, the victory's essence lay in their defensive effort, as they effectively stifled the Pelicans in the second half, allowing only 37 points and showcasing their defensive prowess. Meanwhile, the Sacramento Kings are riding a wave of success, eyeing a 4th consecutive win after a convincing 123-107 road triumph over the Clippers. De'Aaron Fox led the charge with 33 points and 7 assists, supported by Harrison Barnes' 22 points on 8 of 1-2 shooting and Domantas Sabonis' triple-double of 17 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. Shooting at an impressive 49% from the field and connecting on 15 of 37 attempts from beyond the arc, the Kings seized control in the second quarter and sustained their dominance in the second half, propelled further by the contributions of Harrison Barnes and Kevin Huerter. Despite the Kings' current favoritism in the betting lines, the Miami Heat face challenges with key players such as Butler, Jovic, Richardson unavailable, and Harrow listed as questionable. However, there is a glimmer of hope for the Heat, with the potential return of Rozier upgraded to questionable. Additionally, the Kings are navigating the second night of a back-to-back, while the Heat, known for their competitive spirit regardless of the roster, present a formidable opposition. Miami boasts 16 road victories and has emerged victorious in 6 of the last 9 meetings against the Kings. Miami's recent successes, highlighted by a significant win against New Orleans, underscore their ability to excel under pressure, averaging 110.5 points on 46.3% shooting, coupled with an impressive 82.1% from the free throw line. The Heat's offensive machinery, spearheaded by Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, is finely tuned for precision. Defensively, they stand as a fortress, limiting opponents to 110 points per game, securing them the 4th rank in the NBA. This clash against Sacramento provides an ideal platform for Miami to leverage their defensive prowess and strategic depth, particularly in neutralizing the Kings' offensive threats. Confidence in Miami is not merely justified but necessitated by their consistent performance and strategic acumen. While the Miami Heat may have flown under the radar recently, their exceptional form, marked by 7 wins in the last 9 games, contrasts with the Kings' pursuit of a 4th straight victory after a remarkable triumph over the Clippers on the road. The Kings find themselves in a challenging spot, entering the game on the second night of a back-to-back set following a demanding matchup against the Clippers. In contrast, the well-rested and motivated Miami Heat aim to extend their impressive run of form. Miami stands as one of the league's top defensive teams, and Bam Adebayo's presence poses a challenge for Domantas Sabonis in the low post. The Kings must bring their A-game defensively to emerge victorious. Despite the injury concerns surrounding the Heat, their ability to compete consistently, even with varying lineups, adds an unpredictable element to the matchup. Hence, the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Miami's defensive prowess, evident in their fourth rank for points allowed per game at 110.1, coupled with their ability to control the pace, suggests a contest where scoring might be at a premium. Considering the recent performances of both teams and the strategic implications of this matchup, choosing the under seems not only a safe bet but also a logical expectation. Miami's adeptness at suppressing opponents' scoring, combined with their efficient offense, points towards a game that is likely to fall short of the anticipated offensive fireworks from Sacramento's high-scoring lineup. The Heat's strategic approach involves slowing down the pace and forcing Sacramento into half-court basketball. Miami ranks 27th in the league in pace with 96.9 possessions per 48 minutes, contrasting with Sacramento's 9th position in this category with 100.1 possessions per 48 minutes. Once again, emphasis is placed on Miami's formidable defense, which has been a standout feature over the last 10 games. The total has gone under 9 times during this stretch, further supported by the fact that each of the last 2 meetings between Miami and Sacramento has resulted in a total score falling below the set threshold. This analysis, grounded in current season statistics and recent game outcomes, leads to a confident prediction that the total score will not surpass the established threshold. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.